Good evening and welcome to Hills Mojo. I'm Nunhoy Ngailut. Let's start with today's top headlines. Heavy rain disrupts life in Kambopi, calls for better drainage. Israel marks 1 year since Hamas attacks amid tensions. KLA raises alarm over influx of displaced Kuki and Meitei in Karbi Anglong. Reverend S. Prim Vaipei honored with Lifetime Achievement Award. A sudden and intense rainfall on Monday afternoon disrupted daily life in Kambopi district headquarters, significantly impacting local business activities, particularly at the bustling Nute Kaihlang Mothers Market. The rain, which began around noon and lasted until 2:30 p.m., left streets waterlogged, forcing shops to temporarily halt their commercial activities. The unexpected downpour caused considerable disruption to the daily earnings of local vendors, especially the women vendors at Nute Kaihlang, a prominent marketplace. Speaking to Hills Mojo, several vendors expressed their frustration, detailing the challenges they faced. Many reported a steep decline in foot traffic and sales due to the rain. One vendor lamented, "Our business relies on customers coming in throughout the day, but the rain kept people away, badly affecting our sales." In addition to business establishments, traffic movement was hindered as several roads experienced flooding, forcing commuters to navigate through waterlogged streets. The rainfall, though short, highlighted the district's vulnerability to even moderate weather events and the need for better infrastructure to manage such incidents. The disruption caused by the heavy rainfall underscored the critical need for an efficient drainage system in Kambopi town. With streets quickly becoming waterlogged, the incident highlighted the town's susceptibility to even brief bouts of rain. Proper drainage infrastructure is essential not only to prevent flooding and minimize disruption to daily life, but also to safeguard the livelihoods of small vendors and business owners who rely on consistent foot traffic. Local authorities are urged to prioritize drainage improvements to mitigate future disruptions and support the town's economic stability.
Oi mayong po do ipon na mayong kiu yi hen ding le I ma cho kiu lo cho hi nge go le koi ma lo po do yi hen
bu zu tiang le mi zong ung pon pa ma ki to le na lai go ma do si an the le plastic a ku kum le a bian se ui don le
bu zu tiang le na boy mo mo le na ni to customer ung pe se ta lo he tu ni a zong hi go a han ding ki ha ni ta ko to ani ta lo he ding se ni na mo me.
Israel marks the 1-year anniversary of Hamas's devastating attacks, which began on October 7, 2023, when the Palestinian group launched thousands of rockets and breached Israeli borders, resulting in the deaths of over 1,200 people. This year's commemoration comes amid escalating violence, with Israeli forces striking Hamas targets in Gaza and Hezbollah positions in Lebanon. On Sunday, Hezbollah rockets hit Haifa, injuring 10 people. In response, Israel bombed Hezbollah facilities in Beirut and southern Lebanon. The Israeli military also targeted a Hamas command center inside a Gaza hospital, leaving 26 dead. As regional tensions rise, Israel's defense minister Yoav Gallant warned of potential strikes on Iran, further complicating this already volatile situation. Global protests in support of Palestinians have also erupted in cities like Jakarta, Istanbul, and New York. The Karbi Lamet Amay, KLA, the apex Karbi literary body, has expressed serious concerns about the alleged influx of displaced Kuki and Meitei community members from Manipur into Karbi Anglong following recent violence in the state. In a memorandum submitted to the chief executive member of the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, the KLA highlighted the pressure on the Konbamon District Council Reserve Forest and Singhasan Hills due to the influx. The KLA urged authorities not to allocate land to these displaced groups, citing past communal clashes between communities, and pointed to the Forest Conservation Act of 1980, which prohibits settlement in reserve forests like Konbamon. The literary body has requested that the Council and the Assam government provide temporary shelters for the displaced people from Manipur and called for their identification and eventual deportation once the situation in Manipur stabilizes. The Kuki Worship Service Shillong celebrated Pastor Appreciation Day along with the presentation of the Lifetime Achievement Award to Reverend S. Prim Vaipe in recognition of his 50 years of ministry. KWS Shillong has previously awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award to individuals such as Reverend Sekhulet Singh Son, Reverend Dr. T. Loon Kim, Reverend Dr. Hol Ngam Haukip, Reverend Dino Tothang, Reverend D. Angel, Reverend Dr. Kaiza Kham, and Reverend S. Prim Vaipe. Additionally, KWS Shillong honored the pastors for their services. As a token of appreciation from the Women's Department, each pastor was presented with a traditional bag and a red rose. The pastors honored were Reverend S. Prim Vaipe, Pastor Semin Thang Chong Loy, Pastor Semin Hau Haukip, Reverend D.K. Swantak, Reverend Ne Thang Haukip, and Reverend Dr. J. Say. The Kuki Students Organization has petitioned the Delhi High Court to reinstate Churachandpur, Manipur as an examination venue for the Staff Selection Commission SSC exams. The organization argues that the removal of Churachandpur as a venue adversely affects tribal students in the hill districts of Manipur, forcing them to travel to Aizawl, Mizoram for their exams. The plea claims the SSC's decision lacks a reasonable basis and violates the fair treatment expected from state institutions, jeopardizing the future of hundreds of Kuki-Zo tribal students from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. The case, which highlights challenges faced by students during recent exams, has been adjourned to October 16, allowing the respondents time to respond. The Nobel Prize in Medicine for 2024 has been awarded to Victor Ambros and Gary Rufkin for their groundbreaking discovery of microRNA and its critical role in post-transcriptional gene regulation. The announcement was made by the Nobel Academy at the Karolinska Institute on October 7, 2024. Their work has significantly advanced the understanding of gene regulation mechanisms. Churachandpur district, also known as Lamka, has been grappling with severe disruptions due to incessant rainfall today. The heavy downpour has led to significant challenges for the local population, impacting daily life and travel in the region. One of the most affected areas is Tuibong, where the relentless rain has inundated several roads, causing considerable misery for commuters. Many residents have reported difficulties in reaching their destinations, with some vehicles becoming stranded in the flooded areas. Local residents expressed frustration over the situation, highlighting the urgent need for better drainage and infrastructure to handle such weather events. The situation has worsened on the key roadway connecting Churachandpur and Kangpokpi, where water has overflowed, disrupting traffic flow and creating hazardous conditions for drivers. Assam Rifles organized a lecture at Upper Primary School El Hing Zol, Kangpopi, highlighting India's renowned historical sites. The session, aimed at raising awareness among students, focused on the architectural, cultural, and historical significance of these landmarks. A total of 66 students and 5 teachers attended the event, which emphasized the importance of preserving India's heritage as a link to the past. This initiative reflects Assam Rifles' commitment to promoting cultural heritage and fostering a sense of identity among students.